And welcome back. Welcome back. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Good morning. Good morning, Grand Rising. Hopefully, you all had a great weekend. Firstly, I'm sitting here and I'm reading this article, and it says it's been a lot going on in the Netherlands over the past few years. For those of you who do not know, with the farmers, some protests, and a bunch of other stuff. But this article focuses on the farmers. So let's see. It says the Netherlands to close up to 3,000 farms to comply with the European rules. The Dutch government plans to buy and close down up to 3,000 farms near environmentally sensitive areas to comply with the EU nature preservation rules. What is the EU nature preservation rules? And it says here, the European Commission estimates that more than 80% of its continent's habitats are in poor shape. Advocates say repairing those ecosystems is crucial to the countering climate change and saving species from extinction. So, they're trying to save animals. They're trying to bring back water, it says. It also says this proposal lays out a way forward for Europe, but it also provides inspiration for other regions around the world. Conserving what's left of nature is not enough. That's why the new EU Nature Restoration Law proposal, with an overarching obligation to restore 20% of the EU's land and sea by 2030, is a strong message to support the UN decade on ecosystem restoration worldwide. So that's more so of taking out the farmers. Let's get back to the main article. If you do want to read more on this, it will be linked in the pinned comment down below with the other article. So it does says the Netherlands is attempting to cut down its nitrogen pollution and will push ahead with compulsory purchases if not enough farms take up the offer voluntarily. So let's see what will happen. If they don't take their offer, are they still going to go ahead and shut them down? Farmers will be offered a deal well over, yeah, here it is, well over the worth of the farm, according to the government plan that is targeting the closure of 2,000 to 3,000 farms or other major polluting businesses. So it's not even just farms. It could be some of the factories that they have as well. Earlier leaked versions of the plan put the figure at 120% of the farm's value, but that figure has not yet been confirmed by ministers. There's no better offer coming, they're saying. So if you don't take this offer, then you're basically going to be locked out. So she said the compulsory purchases would be made with plan in heart, if necessary. Dutch farmers have staged mass protests, burnt hay bales, dumped manure on highways, and picketed ministers' houses over the last 3 years. Like I said, so this has been going on for a few years now. So in 2019, a ruling by the Dutch Council of State meant every new activity that emits nitrogen, including farming and building, need a permit. That has prevented the expansion of dairy, pig, and poultry farms, which are major sources of nitrogen, from pneumonia and manure mixed with urine. This can be harmful for nature when it washes into rivers and the sea. So farmers fear that the plan to slash emissions by 2030 will cost them their livelihoods, oppose any compulsory purchases, and argue farming is unfairly targeted, while other sectors, such as aviation, are not. So, farmers' lobby group LTO Netherlands said trust in the government has been very low for a long time. So don't trust in the government. It accused the government of drafting restrictions without perspective. So Mr. Tack, chairman of LTO, said, of course, it is positive that a good voluntary stop scheme is being promised, but the stayers, who are essential to us, will have many additional restrictions imposed. So even if they stay and they do take up on a deal and they're not just shut down, out of nowhere, there's going to be plenty of restrictions that limit them anyway, and it's going to make it seem like, wow, I should have took the deal, because now with all of these restrictions, I can't even make a third of the money that I was making, because there's going to be those type of restrictions for these farmers here. So another farmers organization said the voluntary closure scheme was welcome, but must not be applied with the threat of compulsory purchase. Ministers will decide if enough farms have come forward voluntarily to close in autumn. They said the plan will help biodiversity recover. Building could resume, and farms without proper nitrogen permits could be legalized. They're also looking at eventually taxing nitrogen emissions to encourage more sustainable practices. The Dutch cabinet also wants to draw up a long-term plan for the future of agriculture with farmers, environmental groups, and local government. The voluntary buyout scheme was the only way to finally create opportunity for the construction of homes, the construction of new infrastructure, and for projects to make the Netherlands more sustainable in the shortest possible time. Last month, the Netherlands Assessment Agency said other buyout schemes over the last 25 years had failed to substantially cut the number of cattle. Here's something that's very puzzling as well. So in this article here, it says, in an unclear wording, the Dutch administration says that if their efforts do not succeed, with pain in our hearts, they will deploy. Farmers are interpreting this as land expropriation. This is actually going to start taking place where they will actually have to make a choice, because they've been drawing up this plan for almost a year now, actually. And yeah, it says the scheme for the land buyout payments will come in effect in early 2023. And those who actually decide to stay, like I said, they will have plenty of restrictions. And with the restrictions set into place, they possibly won't be able to make, money. They won't make enough that's worth to keep the business going. So it's like they might as well close down anyway. But we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. It says the Dutch government reveals that the initial short-term plans will affect between 2,000 and 3,000 farms. Now, that's a lot of farms. That's a lot. Let me know what you guys think about this. I believe this will happen in more than just, the Netherlands. And I believe farms already been being bought out. Of course, they're going to give them more money than what their farm is worth. I don't know, y'all. Let me know what you guys think about this one. It's happening. It says early 2023. Like I said, we're in December. This shows more signs of what everyone is saying. All the articles that I'm reading, plan for 2023 to be, a disaster kind of year. A plan for 2023 to be a very hard year. A lot is going to be happening in 2023, and we are right here, guys. I wanted to tell you guys, have that water on hand, though. Side note, have water on hand. Let me tell y'all. And don't forget to, if you live like in an area where it gets very, very cold and your pipes freeze, don't forget to leave your water dripping overnight, because your pipes will freeze and you will be without water. So guess what happened to me? I was so tired last night, and I believe the temperatures dropped down to like 23 degrees, and I forgot to leave the pipes dripping, the water dripping. I woke up out my sleep like at 1 o'clock in the morning and was like, oh my God, y'all wouldn't believe it. The water did not come on. So I was messing with it a little bit. Yes, once the water came back on, I guess it wasn't all the way frozen, because after messing with it for like maybe 15 minutes, it started dripping. Yeah, I had to go ahead and leave my faucets dripping. So this will actually push for more lab-grown food, more lab-grown meat, the bugs in food, for instance. You know, like I said, it's all a part of the plan. I feel like I'm saying this every video about it's being all a part of the plan. I do. I feel like that because it truly is. So you guys stock up on what you can. Do what you can do while you can do it. Let me know what the temperatures are in y'all area too. Like I said, because I could not believe I got up just in time before my pipes completely froze. I must have been drained to just fall asleep and forget about that, y'all. Well, listen, this is Shauna, and I am checking out from Moments with Us. Hopefully, you all enjoyed today's video this morning. The articles would be in the pinned comment down below, so check it out, check it out, check it out whenever you're free, so you can take from it whatever it is that you need to take from it. Have an amazing week, and make sure you all, yes, it's time to say it, stay prepped, stay blessed, and stay safe. Most of all, remain beautiful queens and kings. Until next video, I'ma check y'all. Peace.